Hello, everyone, and welcome into another night here with eRacingProSeries on a Monday night as we travel to China to take on the circuit there. And as we have been for a lot of the season this season and definitely next season, because he will not be racing, he will be up here in the broadcast booth. That is Sniper. What is up, dude?
Not
Oh,
much.
wait, hold on. Before you talk, let me turn you up because we all know Sniper's on a 4. There we go. All right, Sniper's turned up. So now you can talk. What's up, man?
Hi.
Hi. So I hear this nasty rumor. This happened to me last season in the broadcast booth. I heard you bought F-122.
I did.
How is it?
I love it.
Okay. Cool. Love it enough to leave the broadcast booth?
I'm not leaving you.
All right. That's what I want to hear.
Unless I have to fill in for someone. That is the only time I will.
Nope, that's how it started with Jake, bro. Nope.
Yeah, and look what happened to Jake.
Yeah. We'll dig into that story later. And the only way you're allowed to leave me is if you go out for a pack of cigarettes and a gallon of milk like my dad did. Anyway, we're here at China tonight. 3 races left in the season?
I believe we have. I can pull it up real quick right now.
Yeah, pull up the points while you're in there too.
All right.
Because you maneuver around that Discord, like a kid, not like someone who's never been on Discord.
I'm on the points.
Perfect. So how many more races in the schedule?
So the races left in the schedule.
I know we finished in Canada.
We have 2 races left. And that is at Singapore.
Ooh.
And my favorite track in F1, Canada.
That's just because
of the
you're
maple leaf and the maple syrup.
It's just because you're Canadian American. You live in America, but you also live in Canada.
Yes. I was in a party last night and I got a couple of people thought I lived in Canada because I guess I had a Canadian accent that night.
They must have been drinking.
Oh, absolutely. What people on PlayStation aren't drinking?
Niner.
Oh, yeah, good point. You just get high.
Okay. FBI people that are going to show up at my house in a state where that is not legal. Thanks, Sniper.
You live in New York. You're fine.
The hell I do. Don't put that juju on me. I don't live in fucking New York. There ain't no damn way. That's almost as bad as living in New Jersey or Philadelphia. Oh my God. Living in Pennsylvania?
Hold up.
That's
Hold up.
Nope.
Hold up. Don't you dare compare New Jersey to New York. No.
They're all the same place.
No.
You're right. You're right. New York is so bad that their football teams play in New Jersey. That's how shitty New York is.
They're the New Jersey Giants and Jets. Get it right. There's only one New York team, and that is the Buffalo Bills. Gee. Woohoo.
Yeah. Oh. And people think that the Philly or the Eagles give their teams or their fans heartbreak and disappointment. God, imagine being a Bills fan.
Not even a Bills fan.
I know for some reason you like
the greatest quarterback in NFL history has finally retired.
No, Brock Purdy just started, man.
Yeah. I am not going to deny that he could 100% become one of the greatest. I truly believe
it's going to be hard to with Patrick Mahomes in his way, man. We saw greatness last night.
Well, we understand. We also, we get. That was
that was great, but that's George Kittle. He's amazing at everything he does.
He is.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Niners fan. I'm saying that because I'm an American and a human being, and you can't, look at him and not know greatness.
I mean, only second behind Rob Gronkowski. But,
yeah. Okay. Speaking of Rob Gronkowski, 80 for Brady.
Oh,
people need to go see that shit. It is funny as fuck, dude. I mean, you might be in the movie theater with about 800 old. You might
it.
be in the movie theater with about 800 grandmas, but you're gonna laugh your ass off a lot of that movie.
I 100% believe it. I cannot wait to watch it, especially with me being a Patriots fan. I spent the first half at my grandparents' house watching that game, watching as the score went up,
Dude,
and up, and up.
dude.
I was at my grandparents' house all the way until right when Coleman scored the touchdown.
So let me
Making it the 28-3 score.
let me give you this. You know Jay Dameron 277. Jake was at the game in his Julio Jones Falcons jersey, sitting in the end zone that the Patriots had for the second half.
Listen, I will give it to Julio Jones. Julio Jones will go down. He is 100% going to be a Hall of Famer. One of the greatest catchers when it comes to being a wide receiver, being able to make amazing catches and keep his feet in bounds. 100%.
I'm glad that you specified those terms because the GOAT when it comes to wide receivers
Jerry Rice
is Jerry Rice. And there ain't nobody touching him.
Okay.
Meeting him was one of the greatest days of my life.
I 100% believe it.
Meeting Jerry Rice and meeting Mark Martin. Those are the two people in this world that I've met.
We just say it right now. I understand you said it on the Killswitch broadcast. Can we go to the fandemonium that you had when Mark Martin retweeted your tweet?
Oh my god, dude, that was so cool. God. That was so cool this week. Having your NASCAR your NASCAR god idol freaking retweeted a tweet and liked a tweet that I had that was about him and his heartbreaking loss of the 2007 Daytona 500, which is coming up this Sunday, by the way.
It is.
So we haven't got an invite yet.
Oh, yes, we did.
Oh, there it is. There.
Join this, and we are going to
hit triangle when you get there.
Spectators, yes. I learned. I definitely have learned.
All right. So the party is loading up. We're here in China. Ooh, I love when there's a cloud with a question mark. But I didn't pray for rain this week. Just say it.
You did in the Discord.
It was just this afternoon. I just said, hoped for it. There was no prayers. Never asked God for rain.
Well, hey, you have to hope for it if you're going to get it. Last time you were dancing and praying and everything for rain, Monaco didn't rain.
But then we go to fucking Mexico or Chile or some bullshit where it's dry and hot all the time and it's a typhoon.
No, we went to the Netherlands. It was only the Netherlands.
I believe it was pre-sniper. There was one, Hayden was like, oh no, it's absolutely not going to rain there.
It rained.
And it poured. But nothing is as good as last week's race. First time winner, ex-Bros, playing the tire strategy, getting the big W. But that race, coming down to strategy the way it did, was just freaking amazing. Absolutely loved it. I was so happy to call a race. That was the first strategy race that I've called for this league.
Really?
I really didn't know that strategy played out in F1. I just thought it was whoever has the most money wins, and obviously Hayden's the richest guy in the league.
Well, here you also asked me to bring up the points. If I believe these points are up to date, as they are, it is a tight battle between the top three.
Is it?
It is. In NASCAR terms, tight. In F1 terms, it's a little bit more spaced out. Especially we come into 2 races left to go. So we have the 4-time winner. 4-time. Just have to point it out there. 2 more wins than the rest of the 2 drivers behind him.
Please tell me you're talking about Hayden.
We are. I'm talking about Hayden.
Okay.
Hayden Rodgers.
So he has 4 wins. That's it. Last year he had like 6. He's behind. He's having a shitty year.
4 wins, 6 podiums. He also has 2 DNFs, but he has an 18-point lead. Niner, can you guess who that 18-point lead is?
Do you know what I have to say about Hayden's 2 DNFs?
Go right ahead.
Even God rested on the 7th day.
Absolutely.
So God has to take a day off, and Hayden just took 2 off this year, because that's what happens when you're the god of F1. You take days off.
Especially
and you still have a points lead of 18 points with 2 races to go.
Over his teammate Spider. Niner, I'm looking at
McLaren's already wrapped up the constructor championship. You don't they wrapped it up in race 1.
But Niner, I am looking at these drivers. I see Lucifer, Coda, DB, C-Dot, X-Bros, Johnny, Slowso, Tykangus, MJ, Bros, or Mike RPM from NASCAR side, Wolfsburg, Free Willy, PG85, the new co-voice,
Paul!
Killswitch Racing Series.
Yes, Paul.
Nick Paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Zach, I don't see Spider.
You know, some people like to, show up late to the red carpet.
Hey, Niner.
Yes, sir.
I've seen you show up late a couple times, especially during the Chicagoland race. You guys were about 5 to 6 laps late.
To whose race? What race?
Killswitch.
Oh, it's just Killswitch, man. Who really watches Killswitch?
More than.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I already said it.
So, going into qualifying here in China, where they like to fly balloons over America for shits and giggles. Why does that look like a British flag in China? Oh.
Because that is a British flag. There's a British flag, there's a Spain flag, there's Italy, there's Aussie.
I do love the Italians. The Italians.
Italy.
Best fucking food on the planet. But we're not talking about food tonight, we're talking about racing. This is not Emerald's cooking show.
We've already had 2 races where we talked about food. You learned how to cook ramen multiple ways, and you learned, what was it? What kind of sausages?
Well, Portuguese sausage.
There you go.
When we were in Portugal. And where are we at now? We are in China. China. Say it like Trump does. It's with a J. China.
Well, listen. You can, when you're I'm already looking at the tires, and Lucifer's planning on the mediums, which we all already know that he was going to.
We already know why he does it.
Exactly. And he's done it all season. Now, I was racing with these guys today, and I am significantly way slower than the rest of the field. I will say it. As we have Lucifer going on his outlap, along with DB the best, and Nick Nack Paddywhack, and Austin Ross, as multiple people are going out for their outlaps.
All right, we're riding along with last week's winner, X-Bros. And you guys like what you see tonight. A lot of these guys in this field going to be running in the eRacingProSeries NASCAR Xfinity League starting Wednesday night. X-Bros being one of them. We got King C-Dot running in there. We have DB the Best running in there. We got MJ Bros running in there. And God knows we really want Lucifer to get NASCAR and come over there and try it out. We know how he does going right and left, but I wonder what he would do going just in circles. Yeah, it's not what NASCAR cars make. They don't make that cool of a sound.
Not anymore. No. Next gen cars do. They go. But we were not.
All right, so everybody on the outlap except for C-Dot and Zach, or So Slow,
No, it is Zach and 6.
All right.
Johnny's also on mediums. I'm catching on. I just caught that. So Johnny and Lucifer are both on mediums, as Lucifer is on his quick lap. This is going to be interesting. I have not seen nor raced with Lucifer yet here. I raced with DB and Johnny and C-Dot, but I did not race with Lucifer.
So, for the last 3 seasons, Red Bull hasn't won the championship in the driver standings, but has won the Constructors' Championship the last 3 years. This first year, they are not going to win it. Oh, and Lucifer's around. This the first year they're not going to win it because, like I said, it's going to take bolts of lightning coming from. Well, you know, if God was to strike anyone with lightning, it would be Lucifer. Yeah,
hey,
bolts of lightning is what it's going to take for them not to win the Constructors. So, pretty sure that we're going to go ahead and say it. McLaren going to be your Constructor champion this season. We expected Hayden to be the dominant Hayden that he is on this game. Was not expecting Spider to have a breakout season, lead the points for a lot of the beginning part of the season, and stay right there in the top 3 all year. I was not personally expecting that from Spider, and very glad to see him joining up with Hayden. Has definitely made him a better driver and a much faster car out here on the track. So,
DB coming to the line, he will hit you with a 134 flat.
Yep, and we got we're riding along with Bross here. Just giving him some love last week's winner, seeing where he falls in the line. Other Bross, 134.358. Little Bross, 134.698. So he's got a lot of ground to make up. Paul in a whole different zip code, probably a different track.
135.5. Zach is just now on his outlap, as I believe that
riding
is
with Johnny Damon.
As you have Knack and
Coda Go Hard going hard into second spot. Oh, third spot is Ty Gangus takes second. Ty Gangus last year running for Red Bull, helping get that Constructors Championship, but this year the drop of the way the draft worked, or the picking worked, he lost the Red Bull ride, which was very interesting. But here he is with Johnny, and him and Johnny have had a good season on the track. But they have got, if it wasn't for bad luck, those boys would have no luck at all. They have had fast cars. They've been running up in the top 5, but just situations on the track have just screwed them out of good finishes. And hopefully we can see something good out of them here in these last 2 races. As Slow-So up there, not so slow in third spot.
No, he is not one of those guys that is slow, as I believe it was at Monaco where he was showing his speed, and we were wondering, who is this guy? And he showed us that he's definitely out there in contention when it comes to these tracks.
Yep, we're riding along with Zach as he's finishing up his lap.
As Nick Nack, Paddywhack, and Lucifer are both back on their outlaps. They I'm going to guess they spun, as another driver Free Willy has spun, coming to the corner, just entering section 3. So.
Oh, and Zach out of qualifying. He just ripped that car into pieces. Somebody call a hearse, because Zach ain't getting out of that. So, on their outlaps, we've got Nick Nack, Paddywhack, old Jack running in 12th right now, but we're going to see what his lap brings. Outlap now, timed lap next, and not AlphaTauri. Not used to seeing Lucifer after he's already made... Oh, hasn't made a lap. I thought he did make a lap.
No, he spun out.
Oh, that's right.
Spun out, so him and...
So is it the carousel that's whooping their asses, or what is it that's getting them tonight?
No, it's not. It's, I believe it's coming out of the carousel.
All right, here comes Nick Nack on his time lap.
As well as Lucifer.
So we're going to ride along in the cockpit of Nick Nack's car. See if we can get Nick Nack a win this season. He's got a couple podiums. He has definitely been flexing some muscle. Started late, so not up there in the points. Hasn't ran the whole season. Started a couple races in. Came from nowhere, but definitely made himself known from the beginning of his time here. I was on the fence about him in the beginning, but I have grown to love seeing him rough up the field and get up there and fight for those podium spots. Ooh, I can definitely see how this can hurt some people. This track is everywhere, bro.
Oh my gosh, I was definitely struggling when I was running with these guys. And Lucifer going down that backstretch, coming to the hairpin, hit 203 miles per hour going down that street.
And Nick Nack at 204 going down the same straightaway, gets to the hairpin, comes out of it, start finish line after this next corner, and we're going to see Lucifer's time lap puts him at the first spot with a good 133.790 and put Nick Nack above him, baby. Nick Nack taking it from Lucifer right there as we have 8 minutes to go in qualifying, so we haven't seen the pole winner yet. Whoever's the pole time has not been ran yet, but
I'm riding out with Paul
for the first time. Riding along with someone did not come back to haunt me, as the broadcaster's curse is broken. Nick Nack to the top of the board.
Well, no, we can't say broadcaster curse is broken, as I was riding along with Lucifer for his lap. So
well, it's a great thing that we're not streaming yours, we're streaming mine. Oh.
Alright, that's fine. I'll leave. Bye.
Oh. Man. Alright, DB coming down the long straightaway here. See if he can get up to 204, 199, 200, 201. Oh, got up to 201. So that's where I'm going to base my speeds off of, is who can get that fastest getting down that back straightaway. One more corner. We're going to see what his time lap brings. He's sitting there in third with a 134.092 at the moment. Is he going to improve it? No, he is not. Oh, he does. 892. He
does, but not fast.
But doesn't improve his position. All right, Ty Kangas coming through the back.
Here comes C-Dot coming to the line. C-Dot does not improve his position.
Down the back straightaway, 197, 99, 200, 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206. He got up to 206.
Oh my God! No, it's really going to be. It's really going to come down to how he's going to
that
make
was
this final
sweet
corner.
as butter right there. Let's go, Ty Kangas.
133.
Up to second, 133.542.
Now this is
nice lap.
Man, this is what you like to see when you're watching these streams. As Johnny Davis.
All right, Coda go hard going down the straightaway. 97, 99, 200, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, just 204. Not going to be good enough. I'm looking for a 208. That's what I'm looking for. 208.
If you want a 208, you go do a 208 by yourself. As Free Willy gets to 203, 204. Free Willy gets a 204 as well. Here, let's see what Free Willy can do, as he is not having the best qualified session for himself. But, hey, man, we've seen Willy get up there as Willy gets into the 133, put him 6th on there. And
all right, so 33.427, your pole number at the moment, as we have 5 minutes, 50 seconds left in qualifying in China. Yes.
I'm looking at Lucifer's, and I'm looking at the tire compound he's on. He's on his outlap. This is probably the first time I've seen it. Lucifer is on soft compound.
Is on soft. All right, we'll ride along with them. Lucifer saying in our chat, remember my time was on meds. Oh, he was on meds? I didn't realize that. Oh, his time was on mediums. Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, on meds? I didn't know you were taking meds, bro. What you got? Send them over here to America. We don't have good meds here anymore. They took all the good stuff away from us.
Hey, they made it all legal.
All right. So here we are. Let's see what he gets up to. Coming around this last little fast corner, and we are going to go down the straightaway with Lucifer. What is this going to get up to? What's it going to get up to, Sniper? 2:0 what?
I'm going to say he's just going to warm up the tires.
He's on his outlap. This is just his outlap. This is a nothing lap.
He's not going to go for anything super big here. He's going to get those tires warm, and he's going to come around this corner, and he's going to make... Listen, he's about to bring hell to Earth. He's about to open up the underworld.
All right. Well, you know, I mean, Lucifer's awesome and all. I would love to see Nick Nack get the pole. That'd be bad. I'd love it.
Has he won the pole yet this season?
I don't believe he has.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Hayden, total throttle control around that corner. That was awesome to hear. Oh, and Hayden around.
He didn't spin it, but he's in the grass. Get off his car. That is.
All right, as we're running with Johnny Damon now in 9th at the moment, going down the long straightaway. Okay, I don't know what he's doing.
He's trying. I believe he's doing what I talked to Lucifer about. He's trying to get heat into those tires, but
and work the gas out of it, right? Isn't that what why Lucifer would rev up the engine the way that he was doing there?
Oh no, right. He's going to this.
Yeah, well, there's that.
As we have.
And we're going to ride along with our current pole sitter with 3 minutes to go in qualifying. Oh, Jack Knick-Knack Paddywhack.
Give it down the low. Alright. Listen, when you're 18 and you grow up going to the frickin'
2, 3, 4. 2:04 is what we got up to. Okay, braked a little soon there, but that might help him coming off the corner. All right, Knack coming around. Let's see what this one brings. Knack, 133, 174. He not only had the pole there, he whooped the shit out of the time he had. 133, 174 with 2 minutes remaining in qualifying. Knack, just park it. Let her ride. That's your time, and I think it's going to be a good one. All right, here's Mike Bross riding with him. Why don't you jump on DB? Give me a little play-by-play of what he's doing.
I was riding along with the. I've been riding on with the double. Oh, he spins in the carousel. Like, not the carousel, but the big swooping corner in section 2. Lucifer around again. DB, put DB. That came in 133.
DB up to second now with that 133, 473. All right, we're coming out of the big carousel with Bross. We're going to go down the backstretch. Let's see what his time gets up to. 178, 190, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. 2:03 is what we got up to, but he's had a pretty clean lap so far. Let's see what we can get him up to. Oh, he spins coming out of the last corner. Oh, no.
X-Frost, he's going to get to a 2-0. I'm going to give him a 203.
So, if you notice, the top 7 all in the 133s, this is going to be a close race.
And the thing is, oh, MJ Frost, it looks like he's just going to call it. He's going to retire from it. He's not going to try to do anything wrong to his car. But, we're going to, Lucifer, this is just not his practice session. But if you think of all these guys as Coda going down the backstretch, he's got 201, 202, 203, 204. He got to a 204 before he braked. Yeah, it looks like the whole course caution, but it's not. It's just section 2.
All right, as this is it for qualifying, we're gonna see what happens here.
Coda to 6th, Free Willy to 3rd, Ty King is 4th. I'm riding along with Johnny. He's coming out of that big swooping corner. He's going down the backstretch. He's got ERS enabled. He's got DRS enabled. He's down to 200, 201, 202, 203, 204, 204.
And that's it with Paul going in the pits. Give the pole to Knick-Knack Paddywhack.
Maybe, depending on Johnny Damon's time. Oh, yeah, give it to Nick. Johnny Damon
up to second.
133.449. He had a blazing final corner coming to the line. That was a beautiful lap by him. Announcer's curse is not 100% gone, but my eyes are going to be on that McLaren, as Lucifer, he only got a time for his on his mediums with a 133.790, as all the other drivers, they ran soft for a qualifying time. I do not believe Lucifer was able to get a qualifying time on the softs. So keep your eyes open when it comes to watching the McLaren. As your starting grid will be Knick-Knack Paddywhack with a 133, 174, with Johnny Damon with a 133, 448, DB the Best with a 133, 472. Then we got Free Willy 4th, Ty Kangas 5th, MJ Bros in 6th, Coda Go Hard in 7th, Lucifer 8th, Slowstone 9th, Austin Bros in 10th, King C. Dot in 11th, PG 85 12th, Wolfsburg at 13th, and then Zach with a no time in 14th.
And that wraps up qualifying. Stay tuned. The main event.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yes, our season's over, and yes, that last game blew. But Brock, you should still feel proud. We wouldn't be there without you.
Oh, that's nice.
And Christian McCaffrey, dude can run, catch, and pass. But I prefer Nick Bosa throwing Prescott on his ass.
Yes.
'Cause we belong together.
Yeah. Yeah. Piece of me. And honestly, my life would suck And you, and you, and you too. And that is future Grammy winner, George Kittle.
Yes,
Future
sir.
first ballot Hall of Famer. The second greatest tight end currently playing the game. Behind Kelsey.
Okay. Well,
Kelsey's it, man. Kittle's
Keyword,
a 1A, maybe 2. Kelsey's number 1. I won't put nothing away from him. Kelsey's by far number 1 when it comes to tight ends at the moment.
Currently playing.
Yeah.
Gronkowski is
what?
In my opinion, he's either number 1 or number 2.
Thank you for starting it with that. In Sniper's opinion, guys, and those of you who take Sniper's opinion on matters related to the Patriots, you need to have your head examined. And, yeah.
No. You know who really needs their head examined? All those Cowboy fans that have been saying for the past 20 years that it's going to be their year. Those are the people that need their heads examined.
Yeah, somebody put up a Cowboys post today, and I just wanted to be the first one to say it, so I told my old friend, Too Good, this is y'all's year. Before he had the opportunity to say it.
Oh my gosh. No, I was on Instagram, and there was a guy was posted a reel, kind of like a TikTok, but on the Instagram version. And he
Sniper,
was...
Sniper, you don't have to explain it to me. I know exactly what a reel is, okay? You ever have a vine? You ever make a vine?
No, that was too old for me.
Oh, you were still in your daddy's nutsack when Vine was out. I got you.
No. Maybe when I was 5.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I realized 13, almost 14 years ago.
You were 5, 13 years ago?
Yes.
13 years ago, I was 24, dude. I could be your daddy.
Yet my dad is still way older than you.
Oh, that is funny. All right, as we're doing our formation lap, getting ready to take on China. We got old Nick Nack Pat. We're going to try something new tonight with the start of this race. Normally we start on the pole sitter, riding with him. But tonight,
I start 14th with Zach.
We're riding with Zach in 14th, so we can see the entire field in front. We've had so much action this season on lap 1, turn 1. Shoot, we've had so much season before they even get to the start-finish line. We've had actions this season. So we're going to ride from the back just to see what happens tonight, as we have 2 races left after this one. So technically, before the green flag is thrown, we have 3 races left. We'll have 2 left after tonight.
Oh, so fun after that. And looking at the when we're looking at the tires, one driver took softs, and I know you were talking about how one team, if they didn't when you were talking about McLaren not having any luck, they didn't have any bad luck, they wouldn't have luck at all. Well, we're talking about the driver that if he didn't have any bad luck, he wouldn't have any luck at all, and that is DB.
Yes, but the baddest DB did get himself a win this year. Derek Cope also won the Daytona 500. Just saying. All right.
And
here we go. Green flag's out. Starting in the back here with Zach. We're going to see what happens getting into turn 1. Oh, and they're already wrecking. There goes King Coda Go Hard. Well, lived up to his name, and
he went hard into the wall.
He went hard. Coda definitely was throwing down some good stuff during qualifying. Just a little slick there at the start. So, tragedy number 1 of the race.
Put Lucifer up to 4th already. As he's going outside, he takes the corner a little wide, putting back to 5th.
All right, Johnny and Knick-Knack. Put Johnny out front, getting around Knick-Knack there at the start of the race. Knick-Knack back there in second. Hard battle right now between Lucifer and Ty and Free Willy right in front of them. Johnny getting a good jump on Knick-Knack coming down the back stretch for the completion of lap number 1 here of the 28 that make up Circuit Day China. Uh-oh. Sniper?
Yes.
You take your ADD medication today? Because you're real quiet.
What? I'm watching the racing. As we have a
Yo, that's the hardest part about being a broadcaster, bro. You can't be a fan. You have to you can't be watching the race. You have to be explaining the race. But it's really hard sometimes with these guys because you become a fan.
Now go straight ahead. Explain the race to us, please.
They're making right and left-hand turns on a circuit in China on the asphalt with these open-wheel, Indy-looking F1 cars as they go really super fast, and everybody's trying to outrun Hayden before he gets to the front. There you go. The story is written.
Uh-huh.
Did I leave anything out? Oh, and people have bad luck along the way.
Uh-huh. Great storytelling.
Johnny Damon trying to get a second, more than a second ahead of Knick-Knack so that he doesn't get any DRS from him. But as the DRS lap is upon us,
he's at it.
He did pull up. Is he going to get it? Is it going to block him? It might. He's up to over a second. And we're coming down to the last corner. I think Johnny is not going to give Knack the DRS zone or the DRS ability.
1.4, 1.3, back going to be up to 1.4, so I know just how fast Johnny's car is, and Johnny puts down a 136.8, so DRS is enabled, but like we were talking about, he does have a second lead, so Knack will not get the DRS, but DB will get it.
And when they start working together,
if they
can catch him. See, that's where the difference between Knack and DB, and not to Knack on Knack, okay? Knack's a rookie. Knack is here to lead every lap, win the race. DB is patient and will use Knack to his advantage to get them to catch up to Johnny. If you know how to work it right. DB being the old man veteran that he is here in the eRacingPro Series Season 8.
Whoa. You just called DB old man?
I didn't want to lie. I didn't want to lie on the broadcast.
You just said he's a veteran of the league. But...
He is. He's been in all 8 seasons.
He's the owner. You gotta expect it to be part of all season. As Lucifer making a pass on DB, coming to the hairpin, put Lucifer to third. And he had that ERS going, as you can see the light on the back of his car.
All right, DB to baddest. Getting that DRS right there on Lucy. Ooh. Oh, Lucy getting Lucy. DB took a peek on the inside, didn't make it. He's going to fall back in line behind old Lucy. As we have 26, holy crap, 24 to go.
It's like NASCAR. They run on the last
All right, average safety car comes out at lap 8 this season. Are we going to see that tonight? Over, under, before 8 or after 8?
I say over, after 8.
After 8.
Yes. Because, and I don't want to jinx it, I don't want to knock on wood, but if there's going to be a safety car, I believe it will come out for DB.
Oh, ooh. Sniper calling out the guy that signs the paychecks.
I'm fine. I don't get
You can be called to the HR office after this one, boss. All right. As we are going down the long backstretch, the top 5 have broken away from the rest of the field. Ooh, DB getting hot and heavy into that corner.
I believe he may have heard what I said. Like we said, don't poke the bear when the bear is down. And,
all right. Free Willy, throttle and gear control going through the corners pretty good. Getting real loose coming off of some of these corners. As we see him running mediums. As DB's on softs, Lucy's on mediums, Nack's on mediums, Johnny's on mediums.
Everyone in the top 7 is
Zach running hards.
And well, Niner, I'm just going to ask you,
and Paul, what happened with Paul? He's 19 seconds back. Did he go through the Taco Bell drive-thru?
He
Wolfsburg. Now, Wolfsburg is I hate saying this because it's so negative, and I don't want to be negative, but Wolfsburg is my disappointment on the season.
Wow! Just throw it right up there. You want to say how much?
I wanted to. He had a good season last season, and this year something has happened. He's just not up there as much as I was expecting to see him this year. I'm trying to say this the best way because he's such a great guy and he's such a fast driver. I just feel like he's a part of that bad luck that is plagued Season 8. I mean, yeah, we're bringing in new guys all the time, and the league is getting faster and faster week by week. And I don't know where it's off for Wolfsburg, but I really wish he could figure out what's wrong and get back up to the front where we were used to seeing him last season. X-Bros running 10th, and this was about where he was running last week. If you weren't here, I don't think you got to see it all. I don't know if you went back and watched it, but he was running about 8th to 10th the whole race until the whole rain situation happened, and he just outsmarted the rest of the field. Well, his seat goes around while I'm on him. That's just what happens.
Broadcaster jinx again.
All right, so we're riding along with Cliff. I don't want to ride with Cliff. Cliff, I want to give you some TV time, bro, but I need to ask you to help broadcast in the another league, so we're not going to give you bad luck.
Right on with DB.
Sloso back in the 8th position, 12 seconds off the leaders. Tykangas trying to close in on MJ Bross. Bross in that Red Bull. Is it going to be a Ford next year? Is that what I heard? Red Bull's going to be running Fords starting in 2024?
Not.
As Ford makes its way into the F1 series? They're actually going to be doing, 2020. I think 2025. They're going to slap the Ford logo on the Honda motors that they currently run. But they'll be making their own power plants here in 2 years. From what I was reading, because Niner knows jack poop about F1 and recently has started reading up on it to, do my job a little better.
Wow, DB already on pit road.
So is he going to do a two-stop race, two-stop strategy? Because he split. That's a third of the race down when he went to the pit lane.
He's on hards.
Okay, so that'll get him to the end of the race.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
That'll get him to the end of the race right there. That's maybe a smart move.
We've seen it.
We saw pit strategy win last week.
Last week, and I believe we saw it the week before Monaco.
All right, so Cliff out here, C-Dot out, or not Cliff, Free Willy out here running 4th. Nobody around him. as Lucy has made it up to third. The top three just drove away from the field. It was the top four, but DB did pit, and he's currently running 13th.
Wolfsburg and PG85 battling it for ninth. They're side by side. They're not giving up an inch. And bring in Zach N6. He's right there with them as PG85 going up to ninth, and he's looking to pull on Wolfsburg. But those two were side by side pretty much all of Section 2.
And they are now Wolfsburg getting side by side with Zach.
Oh, around goes Wolfsburg! Oh boy!
Told you.
Please tell me you were not on Wolfsburg.
I was not, but I told you the luck this season, man. Luck is just something Season 8 has not had for most of these drivers. Even Lucifer, you know, Hayden, who had a golden horseshoe shoved up his ass last season, is sitting here with having bad luck races. It's just so competitive this year that stuff's just happening that normally you don't see happening. C-Dot all over the back of Slow So.
As Nat got a little loose coming out of that corner. Going into sector, going around the corner of sector 2 as
Ty closing in on his old ride, that second Red Bull car of MJ Bros.
we might want to hop onto the NAC machine as they're coming up into this DRS section, and he's winning the second. So put that. So
him and Lucifer right there running on third on his booty is old Lucifer. 1, 2, 3 as they come down the long straightaway.
Here puts on the DRS, and they are going to catch up.
So Johnny, not able to use the DRS as the leader, is really using the ERS when he knows that they're in the DRS zone.
Yeah, as you can see, yeah.
Johnny, one of the best at using the ERS, making sure he has a little, left in the tank, as they say.
Yeah. As you can see that, especially with the red light blinking on the back, and there goes to the inside, Knack to the inside.
Knack on the outside of him. So of the three leaders, Johnny has the most ERS. Knack running there second with 11%, and then Lucifer has 3%. He was just down to 0 a second ago. So Johnny with 10 and then 8, and then here we go with what happened to Knack there?
I believe he may have just gotten loose.
Just got loose, and Johnny just gunned it.
Yeah.
Johnny whipping it here in China.
As Lucifer is back down, as he's using he used a little bit of ERS right there down that stretch, but he's back up with them. So I mean, hey,
not really. He's a second and a half behind Johnny.
Yeah, but true, but he is right. He's still there with Mac, especially he's in DRS. So that is the main important thing, is he's still in DRS. As Zach and PG85 battling, as I'm going to ride along with those two. As Zach has made the pass on PG. Oh, Paul Gonzales around! I was definitely not on his car. I swear. And DB! Oh, it looks like DB may have been around with PG85, but those two drop back to are in 11th and 12th.
And Johnny riding with a half a second lead over Knack.
So, now I was going to ask you this situation earlier as DB making his second pit. So, I don't want to say that this is going to maybe put DB out of the chance, but he's put on mediums, 18 lap. I can see him run the 18 laps on mediums, but he is pretty far back. So, but hey, you can never count out, especially if we do get a safety car. But Niner, I was correct. We are over 8 laps, so did win
We
the safety
are.
car. As I'm going to, and especially with Spider not making it, that should move Johnny Damon up to second in the points. Now, are the points calculated by the game? How the game does the points?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, if that is how the points are calculated by the game points, with Johnny leading in, Johnny has ran the fastest lap, I believe. That's 26 points if he is able to hold on to win. As put Lucifer into the inside of Paddywhack.
Yeah, this battle for top 3 is a crazy one. And you know what I love about being on YouTube is we don't have commercials. Because if we did, this would... Oh no! Knack gets into Johnny, spins out. Oh God.
Was there contact between him and Lucifer though?
Oh God. Alright, Knack, don't think too much into it, man. Regroup, stop, get you some tires, get you some fresh skins, and let's get back on the track. As I was about to say, this would be the time where our Tubi commercial would come on and people would think we changed the channel on them, but we're not going to do that. You see that Super Bowl commercial last night? That one got me, dude. I really did think somebody changed the channel in my house.
I'll tell you right now, I'll be honest with you, I didn't even watch the Super Bowl.
I didn't want to. There was no reason. I wish they both would have lost. And you know, the greatest thing about last night's Super Bowl? Rihanna's baby made it to the Super Bowl. Unborn baby made it to the Super Bowl before Dak Prescott. All right, so Lucifer up to second, half a second behind Johnny. Free Willy up to third with the misstep on Nick Knack Paddywhack. And he is in the pits. But let's give it to Knack, our pole sitter, and staying up there in the top 2 for most of this race. Well, not most of it because we're not even halfway yet. But the first half of this race is Lucifer all over the back of Johnny. I wonder if Johnny got any damage from that collision with Knacky.
Yeah. If there was any contact, I don't believe it was too severe as it was he was just spinning. It was a spin and late tap to the rear, so I don't believe he got too much damage, but there could have been damage done to that Mercedes, but he's still extremely fast as we just see that. So
yeah, he is keeping Hayden honest at least.
as Lucifer does the crossover side by side for the lead between Johnny Damon and Lucifer. Lucifer to the pit. Oh, I thought he overshot it, but I forgot that is the pit entrance over there. As well as Free Willy.
So Hayden in and out of the pits. You know, when NASCAR went to the one lug tire system,
yeah,
this was what I think people imagined pit stops being like, and they aren't even close.
No.
Can you imagine NASCAR using F1 style pitting? Oh my God.
No.
3 second pits.
I can't see it, especially with with the pit stalls in F1 are not as put DB to the fastest with a
Well, that's a point
1:46.5.
right there. If he can hold on to that, so not too damaging on his day. I mean, damaging, but
Not as bad as it originally.
so the best battle on the track right now is going to be
Ross.
this one here between roommates. Oh no! As soon as I go to him, he is done.
Knick-knack, paddywhack retired. Wow. Bad luck has
I think
struck.
he was just.
Safety car, full course caution. Out.
That is going to take further review by the review board. So take Knack to the back. As the front runners hitting pit road. Johnny on and off, already back out in front. Hayden second. Free Willy third. Slow So C-Dot in fourth and fifth. Zach, Brass up to sixth. Zach back to seventh, but still on pit road.
Yeah, Zach, Ty, Austin, Ross, and all on pit road currently.
And moving on up, DB to best trying to catch back up to the field. This is going to be beneficiary for him. Benefits DB as he's already made 2 pit stops today, but now able to jump back up with the front runners.
Welcome to the booth, Mr. Knick-knack, paddywhack. Give
Yes,
us a
if you can, just go over to the party audio settings and make sure that your voice is allowed to be shared. Press and go to the party and go into party audio settings. All right, you have a PS4 or PS5? Ooh, I gotta remember how to do that with the PS5. Yeah, you just want to make sure that your voice can be shared. Would be chat settings, yes, or audio settings.
How about now? There we go. I think I got it.
All right. So, Knack getting the pole, running top 3 the whole race. We did see Hayden get into you as you spun, right before you spun. Mm-hmm. And then you look like you were just done. We were riding on you when you wrecked, and
yeah,
you look like you were
wreck.
just done.
That sucked, but did you see how it just totaled my car when I wasn't moving?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure that out. I was like, I don't know how he was stopped, and then all of a sudden his tire was destroyed.
Yeah, no, I had no damage, and I was trying to just turn around, and I like bumped the wall at like half of a mile an hour, and my whole car just got destroyed. I don't know what happened. Definitely looked like a game glitch, in my opinion.
It was. I agree.
I can't really do anything about that, I guess. So.
All right. Well,
but
Knack,
that was fun battling with Johnny and Lucifer for a while before I bumped into me.
The 3 of you guys just drove away from everybody, and it was unfortunate. I mean, I'm sure Lucifer didn't mean to do that on purpose at all, but I know that the bump from him definitely is what got you around. But it wasn't going to lose you too much, I think, because you pitted on that next lap, and I felt like you had the speed. You could have got back up to him.
Yeah, I had, warm tires, had good pace, and then I think just the aggravation of falling behind from those 2, I was pushing it too hard to try to catch up, and
my God.
It happens all the time, man. But you were getting some praise from up here. Great qualifying lap. And I didn't think anybody was going to beat your first time, and then damn it, you went out and beat your first time yourself. So,
yeah, you're not supposed to bury people even more.
I was surprised myself. I went into the race saying, I have a bad car.
That is where Sniper and I differ. I say if you got your foot on their throat, press harder.
Yeah.
Says the person
I wasn't
that,
comfortable with the
told me
first time. I
different.
thought someone was going to break it.
Yeah, that somebody was you. All right. So, oh, it doesn't say safety car going in. Wow. Are we getting another lap?
Wolfsburg. I believe they're going to let Wolfsburg catch up to the field. So,
Oh,
we have 12 cars left. Coda
Are
out,
they?
Coda was
Look at
out
that.
on the first.
the refs letting somebody catch up and win the game. Look at that. The refs are.
Oh my gosh, we're talking. No, we're not bringing up football. We already played the George Kittle song.
Was it a hold? Was it a hold though? Was it not a hold? Should it have been called? Would it have been called in the first quarter?
The
It
defensive
happened in the
back
first quarter.
admitted it was a hold.
I know he did.
May I also add? Yeah, James Bradbury admitted that he held.
Yeah.
But can we also admit that they missed a that the refs did miss a pass interference call that James Bradbury had on Juju Smith?
They did. Do you know my favorite part of the whole game last night was
the Eagles lost.
was the one play where he rushed them back to the line to get the snap off before they could review if it was a catch or not.
Yeah, that's just good game strategy right there.
I loved it because that's how they fucked us when we played them. Was with that right there, and then it just changed the whole momentum of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started, dropping our quarterbacks like they were nothing.
Well, we knew Vegas already picked the Chiefs to win anyway earlier this season. Vegas is never wrong.
All right, we've got safety car not going in yet.
So some people must have really benefited though from that safety car. 'Cause they probably were
I would
on
say
the brink of pitting.
everybody from fourth back was 20 seconds back,
So
and
they
now
didn't hit yet.
everybody's within 7 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But Johnny able to go in the pits, out of the pits, and maintain the lead. So that's going to be big for Johnny, able to get the jump on you on the going into the first on the first lap, and just has held the lead ever since. Had a few good battles from you and from
Safety car in the
safety cars going in. So had a good challenges from you and from Hayden. You were able to get to his outside a couple times, just not able to complete the pass because as you got to the outside, the next corner as you got to his inside, the next corner you were on the outside, and we all know how that works here on these.
Exactly, and I didn't really want to try to do that. A lot of it was just pressure from Hayden forcing me to put pressure on Johnny, and if I lost his DRS, I think Hayden had better pace. If he got past me, I think I could ride his DRS too and at least battle with him for a while, but man, I was just wishing we had more racing between the three of us, because that was fun when we were all like side by side into the wide turn one.
Oh, absolutely. As somehow 10th, 11th, and 12th dropped back. I guess there was a little incident between drivers there, but they're back.
All right, so last week's strategy race winner, X-Bros, back in 10th. Paul Gonzales, who led a lot of the middle portion of last week's race, running 11th.
Johnny Damon coming to the free green as they're...
And Free Willy out of the race. Rex coming to get the green.
Oh no.
So
bad day for our house.
So yeah, so the two Jacks in the back out of the race. You just happen to be roommates, finishing 12th and 13th.
Feel free to come and
see if we can get Billy in here.
I'll go grab him.
Yeah, go get him. Thank you.
Fuck, man, what happened to you?
So Lucifer starting to make a space between second and third as Knack put his headset down to where you can hear an echo. I kick his ass.
Not terrible.
Ooh, Lucifer trying to stay with Johnny as they're trying to drive away from Sloso, who's worked his way up to third. C-Dot fourth, Brass fifth.
As Lucifer, he's pulled a second between him and Sloso. So Sloso might not have his DRS. No, Slow does not have DRS. But Lucifer.
That's okay. We won't have DRS this lap anyway.
He has
And
to the
Lucifer
inside.
to the inside. Coming to the start-finish line.
To the outside, Lucifer to the lead. Willie, what happened? He can't hear me. As Slow-So dropping through the field. I believe he may have spun in that first corner. That's what.
And 10 laps to go. Lucifer out front.
Johnny Damon right on his backside. C-Dot 2.8 seconds behind leader. So 2.3 behind Johnny. So he's out of DRS there. 11 laps to go in this race, and to say that it hasn't been excitement filled would just be a utter lie to our viewers. Johnny got a little loose coming out of that corner, so he dropped back a little bit. His number goal is he is now 9.691. He's behind over a second. So if DRS wasn't able, he would not be able to, he would not have it. So
All right. So Lucifer driving away. Let's go back to the field here, see what we can get a good battle. Ooh, we got one here. Paul Gonzales, ex-Brass, Ty Gonzales. Whew. Ty Kangas.
I just saw and Lucifer with the 136.298. He'll get the fastest.
Oh my god, that's total.
DRS is enabled, and
Uh-oh.
Niner, I did want to say I just watched this. MJ was 4th, DB was 5th. MJ moved over for DB. That is teamwork.
That's how the teamworks work.
That is Red Bull if I've ever seen it.
I want the Jacks to get in here. I want to know what's horse shit.
Oh, we're here. We're looking at my replay of my accident.
Yeah. I thought you did that on purpose. But you said it was a glitch.
No, we're looking at it. It's definitely a game glitch as we're watching it.
Absolutely. I was watching along.
Yeah. Well, shit happens.
It does. Speaking of shit happening, what happened to Willie?
Yeah,
Oh
what
man,
happened?
dude, cold rears, man, coming into it. Like the first turn, yeah, I just caught that outside berm, and with cold tires, just try to get the power down and just absolutely spun her right into the
You're
wall.
not supposed to sit in
see
the
it.
snow, man. Come on.
No,
Dude.
I know what happened. I have, Jake's my roommate, and whenever I do something, when he does something, I try to do it better. So you were like, oh, Knack hit the wall and got out? Watch this. I can do it better than he can.
It's like,
I understand.
wait,
It's all
don't-
competition when you live in the same house.
Like, don't worry, fam, I got you. Oh shit.
Now we'll just drink whiskey together.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry,
Now
I
we're
need
just
out here.
swallowing our
Homie.
sorrows.
You're out.
Oh, DB or MJ on the outside of Zach. Zach trying to make the pass on MJ Brass.
But I'm not racing.
Wow. That's crazy. Sorry.
Zach N6 in 6th. Zach number 6 is in 6th. So
Yeah,
hey.
and Ty Kangas all over those two. Man, this has been a good, there's been great battles in this race tonight. Just
DB all over King C-Dot's rear bumper. And that is for the final podium spot,
So DB going from having a horrible first stint of the race, pitting twice in the first, 8 laps?
Yep.
Or 10 laps, and now all the way up to 4th, beneficiary of Willie
He did lap
and
6.
yeah, beneficiary of Willie and Paddywhack there,
Yeah.
getting out of the way for him.
Throwing a bone.
Oh, Jesus.
And C-Dot off the track, so is DB following him. DB going to be right on his bumper, not looking to make the pass. Coda has... Oh, he had left... Oh, no! Is that Wolfsburg? He's DNF.
Did C-Dot just go around off the bumper of DB? I think he did.
I believe he did.
I don't have instant
believe
replay,
he
but I
did.
wish I did.
And full course
Sniper,
content
go
for
look at the
Wolfsburg.
replay. I think DB just gave him the wing.
C-Dot disqualified from session, so C-Dot is out as well. Oh my
We
goodness.
lost Wolfsburg. We lost C-Dot.
Freeway, Knick-Knack, Coda. Oh my god. And C-Dot, he got disqualified, so he's 14th. And DB to the pit road, he's 3rd. Ah! Look at this situation. DB's gonna get on top.
Rewind the stream. No, don't worry about it. I'm gonna watch that later.
I'm already doing it.
As we got 7 to go, full course caution. We'll have about maybe 5 to go at the end of this. Quick shout out to Too Good, owner of Killswitch Racing, giving me some extra time tonight to do the interviews before they start our practice over there. So I'm gonna practice with them tonight. And yeah, if you guys tune in right here on this network, hell yes, Let's Go Productions. Where
it was like.
Was it?
I'm looking. It looks like C-Dot may have gotten loose, tried saving it, and DB just piled right into him.
Yeah,
So I'm not going to put blame on DB for that.
No, and they run fast, and they were nose to tail. I mean, you point fingers.
You cannot.
But there's a review board for that. Those things are taken care of behind the scenes. And I don't believe DB is one of the ones in the review board, so there you go.
Owner not part of the review board.
No, I think he was smart with that. So, but anyway, speaking of owners, I want to give that shout out to Too Good. Thank you, man, for holding practice for me tonight. And if you watch this and you do enjoy the NASCAR stuff, make sure you tune in Saturday nights right here on this YouTube channel, where you will hear Jay Dameron, used to race in this league, and Paul Gonzales calling the Killswitch Racing League. And we start that Saturdays normally at 9:45. This week we'll be starting at 8:30 because we do have the duels at the duels at Talladega. And yeah, Sniper will be in there. I will be in there, as this past week we had the draft and captains races. And somehow
Nine were drafted first overall.
Somehow I was the number 1 draft pick. I don't know how that happened, but man, that shocked the hell out of me, because now I have to drive the one manufacturer. We'll see what happens as we're under the full course safety car here, as we have 9 remaining in the race. 5 down, 9 left. I feel for C-Dot, man.
It's 7.
This track has taken some victims tonight.
It has. I feel for C-Dot, because he didn't do that crap on purpose. That was a game thing right there.
I know, it's full of it tonight.
But he will get his redemption right here Wednesday night, as the eRacingProSeries Xfinity Series takes on Daytona. We'll have C-Dot in that race. Again, we have let's see, X Bros is in that race, DB the Best, and MJ Bros, and still looking for a few more drivers. So if you're out there and you like NASCAR, you think you can hang with some of these guys that run the open wheel stuff, jump on, let me know, and we'll get you in there. It's the Xfinity Series on NASCAR Heat 5 right here on the hell yes, Let's Go Racing Productions Network.
Also, tune in on Thursday nights at 9 o'clock as the Lucas Oil 360 Sprints are
safety car going in this lap. That's right. So right here on this channel, you got Monday nights, Wednesday nights, Thursday nights, Saturday nights. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4.
One every night.
Okay, so we need to get one on Gran Turismo. We need to get one on.
Just reach out to Eunice McFarland if you want on.
I don't know.
Gran Turismo.
What else I got? The Monster Energy, or the Monster, what is it? Monster Extreme Racing, Motorcycle Racing. I got that game. We can do that one.
Monster Energy Supercross.
And still one of my favorite games on PlayStation, Fall Guys. We'll have a Fall Guys night too. We can do that on Thursdays. We'll broadcast Fall Guys. That would be fun to do.
No.
Wow, we could do it. We could do it like
Do it on Fridays.
We could do it like they do on Wipeout, man. We could get up there and just talk shit to the guys, and like the Wipeout booth does.
Oh my gosh, I was talking to my one buddy, and his girlfriend said that they he stopped playing the game because his girlfriend went ahead and said that they look really, really cute and cuddly. They look like marshmallows.
Yeah, I used to think the same thing until one of them marshmallows grabbed me and threw me off of a pillar one day. It's like, you little motherfucker, I'm coming for your ass.
Lucifer had an amazing
All
jump.
right.
He's already 1 second ahead.
And that is the start.
That Lucifer usually gets his DB back. Look at Zach's in 5th, and he's the first person on softs, but he's gonna have some fun trying to get around MJ and Ty Kangas. As look at that, we were talking about Mercedes not having good luck. We have Mercedes in 2nd and 3rd. As there goes Zach getting around MJ.
Zach around MJ. Bros putting the Red Bull cars back 2 more spots. I mean, those guys, you know, after winning the Constructors Championship the last 3 seasons, not going to do it this year. And it's, like I said, bad luck has just plagued Season 8 here.
Is MJ going to give it to DB? If I was MJ, I would. And not just because that's your teammate, but those are way fresher tires. And actually, that is one of the reasons he is your teammate and fresher tires. Those are always something that you got to do.
All right, and we're riding along with Zach right here. I'm gonna
make the dive bomb.
We're gonna see. I was thinking it, but I wasn't gonna call it out there. I leave that to the drivers. Y'all can have beef with each other. I don't know why they having beef with me.
I'm not a driver. Shit, I'll have beef today.
Let's leave it to the stewards.
Yes. And I love it. I love how Knack's the one calling out dive bombers. I think that's great.
Well, that's just Austria one time. And you also seem to miss my double overtake twice that same race. But
Did I? Oh man, sorry.
You caught the dive bombs though.
Oh, I sure did. I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
Zach making the test.
Zach getting to that. Yeah.
Around. MJ brought around at the I call it a claw corner.
They're too wide.
The claw. I mean, these guys running side by side right here has been freaking awesome. Zach and Ty Kangas.
Could we see?
So Zach up in the top 3.
DB's creeping up on him too.
Zach's going to go. I think Zach.
I don't know that we have seen Zach in the podium this season.
The Ferraris have not been a shining star, but he's 2 seconds behind Johnny, 4 seconds behind Lucifer. Lucifer's got a fast car. We've known that all season, but I think Zach might have something, especially with him being on the soft tire compound. Has put DB around Ty Kangas. So put DB up to the 4th position. So we got 2 hards, 2 softs. Wow, that's a way to ruin a party.
I was gonna say that's a bad foursome right there.
White again.
All right, Zach. Zach is driving away. This is awesome to see.
This is some good racing right here.
And Ty Kangas dropping, and as he's dropping, Slow-So, X-Brass. You got DB right there. Paul Gonzales poking his head into the picture. You might have a five-person battle here for the 4th position.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
As you called it, Zach's starting to pull away from these guys. But does he have enough time to catch Johnny and get up there to 2nd?
Well, here's the thing: you also got to realize those hard tires are going to start showing up later in the run as longer you run them. Along with this, and then so they're on 12 to 11 laps. That's the prime position for those tires. Along with, and then you have the soft tires. So they're not equal out. I believe the softs are better, but they're near equal right now when it comes to grip. Just give it. So if Zach was going to have a chance, he would need a couple more laps. But I believe.
Do you know how many laps old those soft tires are?
The soft tires are 4 laps old.
They're pretty long laps here. I think near the end he's going to be struggling.
Yes. Yeah. So I think he needed to have a better jump. Lucifer had a great start.
Lucifer always has great starts.
Yeah. He finds a way to get that delta so where he's good enough so where he can get a huge jump and he times the delta perfectly to get an amazing front. So
It's
going
like
to
he's
come
just going to
up-
extend
come
that
down to
lead
a
unless
mistake.
his tires get a
Yeah.
little slippery.
Yeah, as it's going to come down to a mistake on Lucifer's behalf if Johnny wants to have a
And
shot.
Sniper, Grandma Niner has called my phone 4 times. That means that I need to walk out of here for a second. I'm put on slow so. Call it to the end for me, buddy.
Okay, I gotcha. Why would he put on so not Lucifer?
All right, fellas, I'm going to jump
that
out of
was
here.
the,
You
that
do
was
your
the
thing.
best battle.
Ah, okay, I gotcha. As you have
Here, I'm
Ty
on Zach.
Kangas.
I'm on Zach and Johnny now. You can see. I'm on
Alright.
Zach, so you can see Zach and DB.
okay.
I'll be right back.
And for as we have DB coming out, as they're both on soft tires, but Knack, I'm going to point to you as you said Zach might be struggling on those tires later, and you're right.
Well,
he's starting
DB's
to
on the
fall off at
5-lap-old tires, too, so they're racing each other. Unless Loso
on
can get in the
equal
picture.
stands. Yeah, on
I
equal
think-
stands.
From what I can see, I think this is the last. This is the end of it. I mean, Tykangas and Sloso are going to fight.
Yeah,
But
and
other
Zach
than that, I
and DB are
think.
going to fight too.
Actually, yeah, DB's pretty close. Battle for a
DB
podium
has
right now.
shown, yeah, that's the main battle. This is the battle for the podium.
Yep.
4 tenths separates those two. I mean, DB's definitely making sure he has that extra
You
space
want
to
to get the
that
inside
run.
line here. Yep.
Yep, he's got it. He's going to
Inside
dive it
line
underneath.
is definitely the one you want for turn 1.
Oh, absolutely. And he is going to clear him, put DB to best. He had some issues in the beginning of the race, but now put him to third, put him on the podium. And Sloso has
gotta
pulled
hold on.
away from Ty Kangas.
Zach isn't going anywhere right now.
No, but I think DB's going to pull away here. They might have equal tires, but when you got equal tires, it comes down to the setup and being able to hold your car.
Setup, I mean, if he can stay within that DRS train, just be patient.
Yeah,
I'd
he's-
actually prefer
looks
to
like he's
be
pushing a little bit more
in
here.
4th, as long as I felt like my pace was good. 4th
Yeah.
is preferable because you get that DRS the last straight.
Yeah,
So you might see some mind games going near the end there, lap 28.
you might, but that's 0.7, 0.8.
Ooh,
He's going to keep it at a 0.8 spot, so
he's got that
Zach will
DRS,
have
so he'll
DRS,
gain a
yes.
little bit.
and he has that 1% of VRS that he used up. We see a dive bomb here. He was going.
Ooh.
He almost hit DB in the
Oh, that might have.
rear, but that I believe that might have sealed it right there. That's going to put it to a 7 point. Yeah, 8 point.
Not
7
quite.
point.
I mean, if he can nail the next few turns, he's back in it. He's just got to.
Oh, absolutely.
He can't mess up the turns. That's all. Or DB's got to mess something up.
Yeah, as Lucifer gets the white flag, 1 lap to go.
Hopefully, Grandma Niner is okay.
Yeah, she's fine. She hasn't seen me since I got home from work, and she wanted to make sure I was home. I was like, my car's in the effing driveway.
Hey,
But thanks
you
for
watch
worrying.
your line.
At least somebody worries about me.
We all worry about you.
Okay, thanks, Sniper. All right,
If it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be a Hell Yes, Let's Go present series.
all right. So Lucifer, couple more turns. The only one that can lose it now is Lucifer himself.
Don't get too loose.
That worked before. He wrecked it at 2 corners to go, and Slade got the win.
We also were riding
Oh,
along
no.
with him during qualifying when he got loose. So let's hope that does not happen as well.
Johnny gonna be top 2 the whole race tonight. Gonna come home in
Zach's gonna
second.
get in this DRS zone right
Yeah,
now.
and DB just he seems to have it. I don't think
Hey, that's a penalty. He's swerving up and down the back stretch.
I
No one
don't
wants
know that Zach's gonna have anything for him. He is trying.
He's out of range. He's going to have to dive it here. He sends it in. He's not going to make it.
Zach is not gonna make it. Still no podium.
Oh, watch Tykangas is
wait.
Sloso for fifth. Oh, Ty got to his backyard kicked out in that final.
All right, first
corner.
is Lucifer, second Johnny, third DB, fourth Zach.
Rosso fifth, Ty King gets sixth,
Yes.
X Brock seventh, Paul Gonzales eighth, MJ Bross back in ninth, and then you have Wolfsburg in 10th, Free Willy in 11th, Nick Knack, Patty Whack, Give a Dog a Bone in 12th. Then we have Coda Go Hard, who finished in 13th.
He wrecked on the first lap, but since CDOT parked in an unsafe spot, nothing counted for him.
Nope. Which is a tough break for
but that was going to be under review. But give it up. Win number 5.
Yep. Win number 5, and that's going to pull the points, because depending on who got the fastest lap, and it was Lucifer, so if they do go by points, that's 8 points. That pulls the gap on Johnny to 31, because I believe it was 23 point. That's 8. There's 8 points that separates. It'll be a 31 point lead that pulls on Spider. Don't want to say it, but does that clinch the championship?
Oh, I let's not say that yet. You never know. So we are joined by the top 3. We're going to start with third, DB to best. Didn't have a great first quarter of this race. Pitted twice. You were out of it. And then the cautions gods came. You got a safety car, able to catch back up with everyone. And from there, you just kind of tore through the field. Well, not tore through the field. You did it very methodically and without wrecking anybody. Who was it? CDOT, I believe, got real loose, and you were right there on him when it happened. It looked like he tried to correct, and he kind of went off your wing from our view. But what was it like from your view? And congratulations on a nice podium, sir.
Yeah, it was an adventure tonight. I mean, considering I had to replace 2 wings during the race, the podium was pretty solid, so I'm not too mad. But yeah, with C-Dot, he got loose in front of me, and I hit him, and that broke my wing. So I was probably going to pit for softs anyway, even if I didn't break my wing when the safety car came out. But it was useful at the time that it happened. And the first time, me and Paul were side by side going through that long right-hander, and he just wobbled and came down into me and sent me into the grass and broke my wing that time, too. So it was a battle all race, but I can't be too upset with a podium because I was not overly happy with my car here. There's just not a lot of grip on this track.
Oh, we definitely saw that in qualifying. We saw it in the race. This was definitely a loose track tonight for everybody. But great job, man. Nice podium. You're finishing the season real strong. Real rough start to the season for you. But have you definitely coming back here in the last couple of races. Not able to win you a championship this year. But, really set you up for next season. So season 9, going to be one to watch out for that Red Bull car. Johnny, another podium. And trying to keep Hayden honest, not letting him get too far out in front of you in the points. With Spider not being here tonight, that definitely bumps you up some points. And a good race, man. Top 2, top 3. I mean, led most of it. You had some great battles there with Nick Knack. I know he got into you a little bit when he got off the wing of old Hayden there. But it didn't look like it gave you any damage, so that's a good thing, I guess. He jumped in here. He did say, that wasn't intentional at all. So, what was your race like? And man, sorry you came up one spot short. You definitely had the dominant car tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it really came down to that last lap before Hayden before Hayden boxed, actually, because that's the exact lap I was going to box, and he kept side by side when he went into the pit, and that made me go an extra lap. So, yeah, it was a good race. I mean, good run to Hayden. Kind of got me on the last restart. Had the better car tonight, pulled away, and I just couldn't get back with him. And I mean, at least I gained some points on the McLarens a little bit here, but not what I wanted.
Yes, just a little bit, because they had a huge lead going into this race. Pretty sure McLaren locked up that Constructor Championship already. And speaking of the McLarens, the leader of the pack, 5 race wins this season, which I feel like is a losing record for you, Hayden. I feel like you should have more wins than that if you want to be the champion. Because didn't you have like, I don't know, 12 last season or something, 30, 40, something like that?
You're hyping me up too much, Dan.
Oh, Lord Lucifer, king of F1, race win number 5, man. What was it like starting? I mean, you had a kind of a rough qualifying. I mean, your notes are still here on the old YouTube channel. Remember, I was on mediums. Well, when you got on softs, you really didn't do much. So qualifying looked kind of rough for you, but you pulled it out in the race, man. Tell me a little bit about your night.
Yeah, qualifying was rough. The track got too cool because the rain was inbound. There was rain inbound, so the qualifying ended just as the rain came. So the track got really cool.
Damn it. That sucks.
And so I went out a bit too late on the softs, and I tried to go for another run. They just was worn out from that spin. But yeah, the race, it was a tough one, I'm not going to lie. Keeping up with Nak and Johnny, like I had to burn so much ERS than I wanted to, but...
We were actually talking about that during the broadcast, because at one point, Johnny had 10% left, Nak had 8, and you had nothing. And I'm like, that's where he's keeping up right there. Johnny was doing really good at keeping his ERS stable there when the three of you guys were running. But it was really fun to watch you three battle for sure. You broke away from the field, and had that incident not happened with Nak, I think that it would have been a great three-way battle for the finish of that race. I know tires were worn and stuff, but what did happen with the incident with you and Nak?
I don't know. I want to apologise to him if it was my fault, but I feel like it wasn't in a way. He went defensive into turn 4. And there was an outside line and he left it open, and I got my wing in there, and as I broke he turned left a bit, and so obviously me hitting the brakes tapped him, and it made him go sideways because he was turning at the same time. So it
could have ended a lot worse than it did. Old Johnny didn't get too much damage there. And in these drivers' defenses, people watching, I'm not trying to call anybody out on anything. It was a very loose track tonight. And we saw that from a lot of people. And just, Nak jumped in here. He's fine. His roommate saw him wreck, and he said, well, if you can do it, I can do it better. So Willie, wrecked on the next lap. So they both jumped in here for a little bit, and they're in good spirits. Great race tonight. 2 left on the season. Next week, where are we at, like Singapore or something?
Singapore,
yeah.
All right.
Singapore, and then
finishing it off at Canada, where apparently last night in the Super Bowl commercial, I learned Canada is responsible for everything I love in the life. A toaster.
Shania Twain.
Yeah, absolutely Shania Twain. And most importantly, football. So, stay tuned. We'll be back.
And lacrosse and hockey.
Let's see if I can do this rundown real quick. We'll be back right here on this channel Wednesday night with the eRacingProSeries Xfinity debut at Daytona with some of the guys that are in this race and some guys you haven't met yet. So make sure you tune in Wednesday night. Thursday night we'll be over at the the Lucas Dirt Racing Series on the World of Outlaws game. And Saturday night, Paul Gonzales and Jay Dameron will be calling the shots for Killswitch Racing, where yours truly, number 1 draft pick in the draft this week, will be taking on Talladega, 2 dual races, and then the main event. And then we'll be right back here.
There's no UFC pay-per-view.
We'll be right back here Monday night as we take on Singapore with 2 races remaining in Season 8. And then we get to see who's going where next season, and hopefully we'll know the schedule soon for Season 9, and it's not too late to join. So if you want to join up with us and you think you got what it takes to join these guys, get up with DB to Best 20 on PlayStation, and he will test you out and see if you can join the league. Until next week, everybody, stay safe and have a good time.
Yahtzee.
Do I have to use a condom, or can I just, pull prey?
Hayden, good. Got me good there too. I was like, wow, he's fucking killing me on these switchbacks. Like, damn.
The hairpin at China for the switchbacking is just the best.
Yeah.
You don't want
Yeah,